Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another StarCraft 2 game, and this time we are playing a best of 3 between EGDeMusliMRC. Okay, he is or he used to be a Warcraft 3 player, and he switched like many of his kind to StarCraft 2. And the top left corner obviously as the Terran, and PulseKane as the Zerg in the bottom right corner. I've never heard of this guy, but that's okay. Both of them are similar level because they met in a Battle.net match, which is what this is. It's a best of 3 from the normal Battle.net tournaments. I don't know, ladder matches thingies. Anyway, we see a supply depot coming up, we see an overlord coming up, so all in all the standard things to do. No super rushes early on from the Zerg. The Terran of course cannot really super rush because he needs to build a supply depot in order to build a barracks. So where is he going? He is going for the early expand, it seems, walling off that or going to wall off this entire region, and that means that we have well, vulnerable destructible rocks over there, and of course the wall in here. The wall in is probably going to be the weak point because this is 2000 hit points, and even the barracks at full health are only 1000. So yeah, the destructible rocks will go down eventually if this match continues, and well, the Zerg pressures the Terran. But it will take a long time. Anyway, second barracks coming up, and the Overlord is coming in. Well, it's going to take a while. The drone scout is also out, and for the rest, yeah, we see an expansion over here. Obviously, he wants to see if there is an expansion coming up for the Terran player, but the Terran player not walling off, and that means that yeah, this is just going to get scouted. I thought he wanted to keep that a secret, but to keep that a secret you need to wall off your base and then build it outside of the vision range. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he intentionally revealed that or if he just made a mistake there. He's going to float this out, but yeah, the Zerg player did see that and knows that there are two barracks out and none of them are in the base. Anyway, we see the drone just harassing the SCV a little bit. It's all good. The drone is going to go down now, and all is reset. We have a scout going on over here. That's the SCV that built the barracks, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. He sees that there's a spine crawler coming up, and there's a base here, obviously. And he knows that there are several Zerglings out on the field. So all in all, that's what you want to do with this early pressure as a Terran player. You want to make sure that the Zerg player actually builds those Zerglings, because even though it's only 300 minerals and 3 larvae, and what is happening over here? I don't know. A little bit of lag going on. Yeah, even though it's not a whole lot of investment, it is a necessary investment, and the spine crawler, exactly the same thing. It, well, gobbles up a drone, and it costs a little bit of minerals. So all in all, that investment kind of puts the Zerg behind, and yeah, this of course puts the Terran player behind, because he drew, or he took off 5 SCVs to go and well, try to end the game right now, but it didn't work at all. Well, didn't do anything. And yeah, now he has 3 supply depots up and a barracks over here and a barracks over here. I'm not really sure what he's planning to do with this. So why he's splitting up so much. So we have lots of Marines standing right outside of this base. But yeah, the spine crawler is going to come in and kill, well, one of them at least before it goes down against 6. Wow, there are more now. Sorry, yeah, against 8, and there are 2 more coming in. Eventually, of course, the Marines will be able to take out this this spine crawler without losing anything. But that's why the Queen is here. But yeah, well, not this Queen, but the transfusion actually works really well with spine crawlers because they have so much HP. and eventually that will make sure that well, that this spine crawler can take out any number of marines. But yeah, you need plenty of queens for that, and he only has 2. So 1 on each base, 1 on this base, 1 on this base. So no other queens produced for now. And yeah, just relying on his Zerglings. And yeah, he took out about 1/3 of this destructible rocks. Yeah, was falling back a little bit in order to make sure that, well, he wasn't getting sniped or anything, because if those marines come in, they're going to do a lot of damage. And oh, why? Okay, no, he does make it work. He didn't lose one. I don't know why he retreated there. That was kind of a mistake on his part. And he left the damaged one behind. The the one marine, the one Zergling that would get one shot by the marines here. And wow, getting stuck quite a bit there. But they do make it out, and that is good. So the bunker comes up, and we will have to see if that is good enough. Against the Zerglings, I would say, yeah, that's good enough. But it all depends on what we're going for. Are we going for banelings? Yes, we are. Because we could also go for roaches, and roaches or aspire. Roaches and Mutalisk both are kind of, yeah, stronger than this bunker. So yeah, we'll have to see how that works out in the end. 2 marauders on the field now, and that is interesting. So we see the reactors coming up, so planning to build a lot of marines here. To engineering base, of course. Well, we could also see that here. He's also doing the stimpack research and the combat shield research. So all in all, a good amount of research going on, and that is excellent. So we have the 2 tech labs over here, which is kind of vulnerable for research. But yeah, well, with that bunker backup, he should be fine. I don't think that the Zerg player can snipe it as long as he doesn't have any roaches, because with roaches you can pretty much snipe that instantly. And we see the baneling nest here. Is he actually going to do anything with it already? No, it's just Mutalisk for now. So we have this is 8 Mutalisks. 8 Mutalisk going to try to harass in the main base, I would have to feel. Probably going to snipe these reactors after they harass this for a little bit. But the armory is coming up, starport's coming up. No, what are they called? Turrets up. No missile turrets to defend against this. But once they are tired of harassing this because there are too many marines following them or something like that, they will go for the vulnerable buildings, which normally are the add-ons, and more marines coming in. And in the meantime, we see this happening. So we have a counterattack coming in. Yeah, all of these banelings and Zerglings are going to do very well against these marines and marauders. The spine crawler goes down, and in the meantime, this fight is still going on. He's going to lose so many STVs that he has to make this work instantly. But is it going to be good enough? It's just marauders now. Marauders are not good against Zerglings. So the Zerglings are going to do less damage to them because they are armored. But all in all, they should be good enough to hold this off, because marauders, yeah, they're not the greatest. Obviously a few Mutalisks would be good enough as well, because they can't shoot air. And what are we attacking here? I don't know. Something seems to die. Where are the marauders? Oh, they're over here. They're getting sniped by all of those Mutalisks. The Mutalisks are going to do very well, and let's see. The amount of workers lost, 31. So he killed 31 workers right there. Well, 30 right there, and 1 in the beginning. And that means that these Mutalisks have really paid for themselves. Let's see, army, well, resources lost. Yeah, about 900 resources more lost for the Terran player, and that is of course not where you want to be. So the income will be yeah, about equal. There's not a big difference between the two. The Zerg is a 1 up, 1 base up, but he does have the mules, so he does have the mineral intake from that. And not going for the SCVs that ran straight past them. Instead going for those engineering base, making sure that the upgrades can't go up. And yeah, let's hope that he will snipe some more SCVs or buildings, because that makes that this match is over, because it should be over by now. And I don't want them to do too much, well, stupid things basically, because every now and then we see people doing just crazy things because they know they've already won, and yeah, I generally don't like that. I like it when they just make a clean victory. And here are the Mutalisks just completely demolishing this base. In the meantime, by the way, we had a little bit of a fight over here. I didn't really focus on that, didn't really care, because this is the fight that matters. Yeah, the SCVs are completely wiped out, so it's this army against the world. And yeah, just look at the amount of banelings there. That is not going to be pretty. And there you go. GG? No? Wow. Brave man. Anyway, he yeah, there you go. He came out with a few Marines, but yeah, as long as your Marines don't outnumber the Mutalisks, you're not going to do very well against them. I mean, you need to have like twice the number of Marines compared to the number of Mutalisks, which means that yeah, he needed a whole lot more. He has what, 6 left? He has 6 left, and there are 16 Mutalisks here. So yeah, without the mining, obviously that was never going to work. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.